So that, even though it wasn't on the thumbnail, that was something that I wanted to talk about. So now, a very serious story, of an awful story that's coming out about this girl, a young girl, 10 years old, I believe, who apparently has fallen into the River Thames. Let's have a look. Let me share this. As usual, I've got all these windows open, so I have to take my little, so many things to talk about this morning. Gosh. So, this newspaper is, I think, the North Woolwich, My London. So, 11-year-old girl falls into the River Thames. So it's very strange because it says the girl was paddling in the Thames when she went missing, locals say. So this is in London, of course, in the UK, in the Thames River. An 11-year-old girl is still missing after falling into the Thames on Monday afternoon, March 31st. Helicopters, rescue boats, police boats were circling the Thames around Barge House Causeway, North Woolwich, where she entered the water while paddling. The fire brigade, paramedics and lifeboat crews have been stood down, but Met Police have not yet issued an update. So the search initially began at 1:15 p.m. So this was yesterday. The girl's next of kin have been told and are being supported as the incident continues. A mother said she tried, not her mother, but a mother said she carried a life ring to the Thames shoreline to try and save an 11-year-old girl who had entered the water, but she was unable to find the child. And lifelong area resident Kerry Benajoud, 62, told the PA news agency, "My neighbour next door, she was outside doing her garden and there were two little kids running and they said, 'My friend's in the water.' And the neighbour called Mrs. Benajoud, who then said she went to pick up a nearby life ring. The two women live on a residential street that leads onto Barge House Causeway, a concrete slope that goes directly into the River Thames and is used to transport boats. A man told Mrs. Benajoud that he had called the police, and she said, adding, but he said at the time he could see the girl's hands going down. So by the time I got down there with the ring, I couldn't find her. Bless. A young boy who'd been playing with a girl near the River Thames claimed he tried to hold her hand after she entered the water, but it slipped. Miss Benajoud said she took her life ring to the water's edge in a bid to rescue the girl, who had been on a day off school when the incident occurred. She said the little boy turned round and said, I tried to hold her hand, but it slipped. I said to the little boy's parents, obviously he needs to see someone because it's going to affect him later. The boy was about 8 or 9 years old, she added. Apparently she was paddling, so her socks and shoes were off her coat, and then she must have slipped and gone down. And Miss Benajoud said she found shoes, a sock, a coat, and a phone near the river and handed the items to the police. So there's not been, as far as I know, so far this morning, there's been no updates. But let's just hope. Let's hope and pray for some good news. But it's horrible, isn't it? An 11-year-old girl falling into the river. Honestly, I've got an absolute phobia of rivers now, all the things that we've talked about rivers.